And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Six Invitational 2025 Last Chance Qualifiers, Open Qualifiers for the Last Chance Qualifiers. I'm getting confused myself. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the game that we all love so much. Today we have got a bit of a match cooking on our hands. We've got Circular Spheres versus Supernova, two teams from the Oceanic League going head to head against each other for a chance at progressing further in the first open qualifier here. Now, the interesting part about this matchup is that the last two times that these two teams played each other, it was an 8-7 match. It was insanely close. And it was, I believe it was actually Supernova who came out victorious on top of Circular Spheres. So, as we get through the map ban, operator ban phase here, do keep that in mind. That we, of course, are in one of these situations where, despite Circular Spheres finishing ahead of Supernova in Stage 2, Circular Spheres finished 4th overall. Supernova, unfortunately, just fell short of making playoffs, finishing, I believe it was 8th or 9th place. Yeah, they finished 7th place, sorry. So, Supernova finished 7th place, 2 points short of making it a bit further here in Stage 2 of OCE. The last time these two teams did go head-to-head, as I say, it was a 7-8 victory in the favour of Supernova. So an insanely close matchup between these two. And, well, with any luck, we're going to have a similar one here today. Just trying to see if I can find what map that one was on. I don't know if I'll be able to pull that number out. But, no, I can't find. So we'll ignore that for now. But it was close the last two. What I'm getting across, last time these two teams played, it was incredibly close. It was very down to the wire, obviously 7-8, and well, all we can do is hope it's again today. And well, Circular Spheres, if you watched the first game today, I think you'll know they were a bit memey with things at points. Things got a bit silly, and I mean, you're expecting players to roam obviously on console. It just looked a bit funny the way they were all wandering up the spiral staircase in a bit of a line. First op of defense is actually going to be the it's going to be the basement, which, as you can see, has been left entirely vacant by the side of Circular Spheres. Not really ignoring the basement bomb site. Instead, focusing their hold on verticality. No walls reinforced, not even the front breach, I believe. Nope. Everything has been left open. So, we'll see how that one fares as we kick things off here. No silly Boschy spawn peaks. The word for. Get things kicked off here, like we saw last time. Instead, Box going to be held in on towards, opting to use the K1A. Now, I think side of Supernova looking a bit puzzled here. They're thinking to themselves, got a bomb site's basement. The wall's not reinforced. Thermite standing out here. A bit confused probably as to what's going on. Here comes it. I think they've realised the bomb site's vacant. They're going straight in. Straight clear. Kit's going to be going down, and well, Beauty's going to be the first one to fall. Kit's going down, and suddenly, well, Circular Spheres, this deep roam hasn't really worked out too well. C4 is going to go, but no, Jake's going to get dropped before it can. Neff and Box are the only ones left fighting. Make that Box on his lonesome, 1 versus 5, and well, not able to get anything off it, and it's a flawless one there. Bappen going absolutely nuclear, getting free to kick things off, and well, that first round was really over before it started. Circular Spheres opted into a very extended hold, and Supernova did not want to play a bit of it. Instead, just opting to go straight towards the objective and straight down to get the kit down and get flawless off the bat. Not the start you want if you're a Circular Spheres fan. However, we will of course see how things fare as we go on, because at the end of the day, I think we're going to go back to what I think we would normally see now. Sort of this top floor bomb site that I think we're used to seeing.
Bomb located by attackers.
How we're used to seeing here is office bomb site. Is what everyone is normally the first ever bomb site for a lot of teams. So whether Circular Spheres just, but then we've seen them in the previous game. In the previous game they were obviously having some fun with things, and I don't think that's going to stop here. I just don't think we're going to be having quite that level of fun with things in this matchup. So we will see. We will see how things fare. Of course, warm welcome back to everyone who is coming back. Obviously, do apologise for slight hiccuping with the error. That is entirely on me. Reading the wrong schedule and ending the stream when we still have games to play. We have game. This is the last game. I have checked. We are not having any more games tonight. So I know my validity has totally gone out the window. You're not going to trust anything I say for the next 45 minutes, but that's the one for you to take away. This is the last game. Too early in the morning. It started this stream at 8 AM European time. I'm not awake enough for this at all. But the players down here in OCE, well, they are certainly awake enough for this. Circular Spheres putting on a dominant 7-1 performance in their previous game, as we saw, and then Supernova also 7-0 in a 7-0 victory in their match as well. So both teams have had extremely strong starts today. However, now these are both. The issue is these are now both Oceanic teams. These are both now OCE League teams. These are T1 teams, which of course means it's going to be there may be some fight there. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to have some good back and forth here, and we might have ourselves another. With any luck, some max OT consulate. Lion scan's going to be going out. Second one now to be used. Just trying to clear this player behind the mirror. Goofy, he's going to be engaging onto one. Is able to get away with it successfully. And well, kill feed lights up blue and very suddenly. Poor old QC. That quickie. QCXE. I don't know. Someone tell me how to say this player's name. I'm so sorry. Oh, I should have checked. We'll go with Quickie for now. And it's just poor old Quixie left in a one. Quixie. Okay, we'll go with Quixie. Just poor old Quixie left. 1 versus 5. Exactly what we saw a round ago. But this time the score tables are inverse. It's a flawless round to start things off. Will we see a similar thing? Yes, we will. Drake is going to shut it down. Circular Sphere is going to get their first round on the board. And, well, one apiece. A flawless round for either side. And speak early on, of course, Circular Sphere has been playing that round a bit more. We will go with proper. I think would be the way we sort of expect it, not leaving the bottom. But, you know, Rainbow Six Siege is an objective-focused game, folks. There is a bomb site. It must be defended at all cost. The fake site challenge didn't really work out for Circular Spheres in that first round in the slightest. I think Supernova found that one quite early on, and well. So we'll see if they can be a bit more successful this time. Of course, we're going to stop the defense. Stop the offense. Sorry, going through this time. We are reinforcing at least one of the exterior walls, which is a good start. I've got a feeling McKenna's going to go be popping a mirror on there instead. Going to be hiding the mirror. This good little strategy. Of course, it can be much harder to open a wall when there is a mirror window on it. And when you hide the mirror, they're not going to bring a twitch to counter it. That's obviously the strategy there. JK just opting to hide in the corner, not give that operator pick away.
Doorway secured.
Yeah.
5 seconds left.
Well, let's see if the second time on base can be a bit more successful than the last. Lit's going to be brought out this time by Bappen. And a Glaz as well on Quixie. Save moment. Oof. Well, let's give this another go. Of course, first call of Consulate is, of course, going to be trying to get this exterior wall open. Uncontested, no mirror window on it at all, no denial on it either. So it's going to be getting it open, the same process as last time. However, this time the key is it is being contested from the front. You do have Booth playing above here on the Azami. Drop keeper barricades, slow down the attack, use impacts to open up. There you go, you can see the point of the breach now. And most of the side for Supernova is stacked outside this main breach. This is likely where they want to go. Drone from Quixie is likely going to be given away. Goof's going to be playing above, and they're going to have to keep that in consideration when pushing in for the side of Supernova. Or what I think they're going to do is they're going to be sending Bappen upstairs on the blitz. They'll be running upstairs to try and catch this player. Now, things are quiet. I think we're going to be seeing a classic sort of 3-2-1. Here comes the utility. Here comes the push. Bappen waiting instead on the set to try and catch anyone who, but they're not privy of the one above. Goof's going to get one. Nep's going to get a second. And, well, Supernova, not quite the start they wanted. Bappen's going to run in, but get teared down by the Vector. Vaquero with one. It's just Pinku and Josh left. 2 versus 4. Able to do a bit of damage on the box, but here in the C4, falling back. Dead. Popped in. Oh, beautiful shot from Josh onto box, and another one onto Nep. Triple kill for him in the round, and well, suddenly it's 2 versus 2. What was a man count advantage for Circular Spheres, and a strong one at that. has now fallen to the wayside. Even man count, but not for long. Jakenna's going to get one. Position of Pinku is known. Goof is playing above. Jakenna left hold on site, and well, what can they get? They still don't know about Goof above, and he's going to be able to close out around circular spheres, get themselves a successful basement defense here on Consulate, which is obviously that went much better than the first one. Good job, CS. Proud of you. Supernova, of course, much closer than the previous round. Able to get it down to a 1 versus 2, but still not going to be enough to get it over the line, unfortunately. Expo Piano going to be headed up now as the site of choice. Round 4 is underway. First quarter's gone through and through. Booth continuing to have a really, really good performance. Had a great performance in the first map. And we had two players for Supernova. It's kind of pain me because I can't remember who said all shift up, but I believe Booth was one of them who were over 10, who were in a double-digit kill mark. And in the 7-1 game, that's a pretty good stat line to be having. So we'll see how they fare. Supernova going to be doing a lot of work with the operator repick feature, deciding to switch off of the line the Nomad and the IQ. Instead bring Amos, Ram and a Brava. We've obviously seen something they want to change up here. They're not happy with how things have started, and instead, well, they're going to be trying something else a little bit different. Understand? Of course, we have not seen this bomb site just yet. Oh, we'll see. Site is mostly left uncontested yet again by circular spheres, though they are playing on the floor adjacent to it this time, so it's not quite. They're leaving the bomb site unattended. They do have, of course, physics. Just as I'm saying, that made his way down in towards the bomb site. It's not totally left, though, of course. A big part of this bomb site is the verticality part of it. It's why Bappen's on the ramp. Bringing the vertical aspect of it. And clearing this roam upstairs, well, that's going to be first point of contact. Now, though, I think he's able to slip into basement. Going to be trying to play the vertical. And, oh, very, very narrowly. It's a duel between Net and Pinku, but instead, Net decides not to take it. Instead, decides to back off for now. Get to safe ground, get to a hard floor. Not going to be able to take that one. Always risky taking those Deimos duels. Taking those duels with them, but they can go both ways. But if you can catch them by surprise, it's very, very good. Bappen's still out here on the console window, just looking to try and get an opening. You've got two players upstairs. You've got Jakenna, blinded out now. You can hear it in the background. Those boogie drones are starting to make their work through. Positions for this defense are falling, but speaking of falling, so is Josh. Continuing. Box. Uncontested towards East Corridor. I don't know if the players sort of heading in lounge are aware of this position. President may be caught off guard if he's not given privy here. Very much could, but no. It's going to be Box that ends up falling to President. 4 versus 4 now. Equalised. Man count wise. I think who gone up spiral stairs. They, you know, all the players bar Goof are now on the objective, and Goof is going to continue to be getting kills. It's kills trading, blows back and forth. 2 versus 2 now, left with things. Okay, up close with the shotgun. He's able to get one for his able to get a second for his efforts. Beautiful stuff from him, and just like that, circular spheres. Get another round on the board, and 3-1 now. And into the penultimate round of the half. So yes, it's been a good continuing, and it's that aggression. And the thing is, Supernova are really coming close with these rounds. That was quite a close round, all things considered. Sure, it was just that last 9 seconds where CS are able to get someone in a good position and able to get some really, really good individual play and individual frags off of the back of it. Happened just there. You saw it. Jake Edder just popped around the corner with a shotgun. Dropped the Deimos, dropped the second with a second shot, and just like that, well, now we head back up to the top floor on Consulate. See how things fare. Well, we're going to be heading back up to Consul office. Pop that down. Okay, there we are. Do apologise if the observance stops at any minute. I'm making notes just in case we do, touch wood, have to make a quick rehost.
5 seconds remaining.
Beautiful. Have assets. Cool. Got like 5. So just saw in the second one, I got 5 things from the blast over. I'm like, crud. They're giving us assets. And not. I was like, crap, what have I done? Nope, not done anything too bad yet, hopefully. I mean, we started just. It's been a turbulent morning, and tomorrow's going to be even worse. I think tomorrow's even earlier to start with, so it's going to be a very, very interesting couple of days. Breakball's going to be getting opened here, going down underneath the map instead of up. Breakball's going to be getting open. Supernova, well, he's starting their attack towards the admin side. Happen watching the long angle, just seeing if Box wants to get a bit cheeky, seeing if anyone wants to stick their head and try anything aggressive. No, it happens quite a lot. Well, it's continuing to happen. Box is able to get one, but no, not any more than that. Pinku trades it back. It's around 2 down, 1 on either side. And admin side of the map, fairly under control for Supernova. Now they can start to make their advance towards the site, but not if physics has anything to say about it. Cuts Pinku down to a sliver of HP with the SMG-11, and round continuing on players of Circular Spheres, not giving anything away. Supernova going to have to push in, have to try and find the opening. Bappen's still outside the building, just waiting for aggressive angles. The Terror Drone's going to be going in. Going to be forcing Net to move out of position, and also double whammy with the Lion Scan to give away his position. He's going to just move right back where he's contested in the first place. Josh is going to have to swing it and win the engagement. Knows the player's likely still there, going to be pre-firing, but does he know he's still tucked in the doorway? No, he does not, and it's going to be a freebie for Net. Kill for him, 4 versus 3 now. For the time being, Circular Spheres in the advantage. Engagement here. Toxic Babe's going to be going. Goofed elsewhere. Able to get one President. Does drop Jake Header, getting a bit too aggressive. Jake Header currently 7-2. 5 rounds in. Very impressive. And well, there is all that we've got left standing now for Circular Spheres and Supernova. And this is what I was saying, these rounds really seem to be close. You get this M2 point, and this is where Supernova, in the past couple of rounds, struggled to get it over the line. They need to be able to get this over the line. They might be able to do so. The fuse is going down, but no, the flank watch is not there. It's a C4 from Goof. Another shot from Nep to get it over, and actually, as it was just a struggle to get that over the line for Supernova. You get it right to that end point, and that just seems to be the struggle area for Supernova at the minute. 4-1 lead now. 4-1 lead now for Circular Spheres. All bar that first round, it's been all singing for Circular Spheres. Supernova, again, they're not bad attacks. The early round is working out for them. The mid round is working out for them. It's just that last little bit, that last little hurdle when you hit those 2v2, 3v2, 1v1, whatever situations, the couple die in seconds around. That seems to be the problem area for Supernova. That's where they're falling short. And really, their back round could have popped it on the flank. Well, sure, you weren't going to be able to stop that C4, but I believe it was Bappen wasn't looking the correct. He was, there wasn't a flank drone and say, hey, there's someone swinging from reception. Small little things like that towards the end of the round is what's costing Supernova at the minute. Circular Spheres are fully capitalising on it, and hence the round lead they've got at the minute.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Well, round 6. Goof is trying something very aggressive, sticking his head out the garage door, something we do not see all too often. We'll see how this one pans out. I don't think there's going to be anyone there just yet. And there's a second one. Nep's also watching. They're watching one each. I think they're going to decide better of it, and instead decide to not be bothering with that one. Very, very lucky from Box there. A bit of a spray, but not going to be quite enough to take down Lion, pushing electrical. It's going to be Pinku. Here come the players. Coming into Visa. All of the players are physics on Circular Spheres. They're all downstairs, which is interesting for them so far. Compared to the aggression I think we used to seeing from them, they're now all tucked away downstairs. Playing things a bit slower, and this is where Quick sees those air jabs can be coming in. Let's see what they can do. Prevent any flank work. Prevent physics getting behind anyone. Get anything too cheeky going. Work on electrical is going to be making through now, but you're going to have to navigate your way through a maze of Kiva barricades. I'm supported by the drone. Going to be able to take down the Banshee. And then here come the players. Quixie moving through servers now. Slowly but surely pushing towards. There's going to be a pick on. Jake Henner's going to fall first. Nep's able to get Get one onto King 2, so we're even man count. But the players of Circular Spheres, they're circling in. They're getting close. But no, gonna have to back off for a minute. Stalled out by the cow on highs with the Grim. Gonna have to fall back for a minute. Dead Goose gone upstairs. Gonna be going for the flank. Is this where the flank watch is fishing? There was an air jab placed around here earlier, and yes, it was. It's given the game away. But Goose able to walk away with his life, but not any more than that. It's gonna be Bappen to close it out. Win that duel. Supernova find themselves with a numbers advantage. Minute left on the round. Ox playing closer. No, not going to be able to be successful. Bappen with a double kill. So far been the star player for Supernova. Supposed to get things here. And the last few players of Circular Spheres, they're holding still. For a moment, they weren't trying anything too crazy. Now, on the other hand, they might just be doing that. Nep is able to get one, but immediately traded back. It's going to have to be some shotgun magic here from Physics. It's able to drop one, but not going to be enough. Josh, double kill. And we are going to have to pause and head to a quick rehost. Right, we're going to have a quick rehost here, 4 and 2. We will be back ever so shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere.
Came in and you're looking like a sign of grace. I know, but I can never match your name to face my fault. I didn't notice it was out of place. You painted fairy tales on the wall. Calling to the better of the halves of me. Please show me just a little bit of honesty. I'd hope I got a heart that I can salvage, but it's getting harder now to recall. I know well, but let out both try. You could have anything you wanted it all for your fool's gold. And I know well by deaf and half blind, you could get anything you wanted. Yeah, I would have handed it all over, falling for you. I'll either fall for you, for you. Came in and you're looking like a sign of grace. I know, but I can never match your name to face my fault. But when I noticed it was far too late, you left a fingerprint on my soul. Everything you want, but you can't have. Number one regret, no takebacks. The hole in your chest, that's payback. Payback, yeah, you better take that. You could call me selfish, you critical, I could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't want that. This might hurt, but that's just karma. Better take that. payback. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. That's just That's just karma. Go and play the part, play the victim. Throw a pity party with your demons. Blaming everybody and you're screaming, but I'm the one bleeding. You're the one that's selfish and critical, you could take the blame. Just like I could take a match and send it up in flames. Don't say I didn't warn ya, this might hurt. That's just karma. Better take that. Call it payback. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. That's just That's just karma. Better say our last goodbyes. Oh, come back, never come back. I don't need ya, I don't want that. Oh, don't say I didn't want ya. That's just karma. That's just That's just karma. Don't say I didn't warn ya. Stay mad, I know you wanna. This might hurt, but that's just karma. The night is young, we go, it's strong till dawn. Up all night till the morning comes, we love it so. We go, it's strong for more. Let's get it on and rave all night long. We're the party pioneers. We won't bring the fire when we go for a ride. Party pioneers. Things are going well, 'cause we are the party pioneers. Party pioneers. I got lost at night, under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find, under the stars up in the sky. I got lost at night, under the stars up in the sky. Directions hard to find.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I think we're we'll see what it does. It fixes itself eventually, supposedly. I'm glad these players have done this before because okay, that's the ban phase. Okay, so give it a few seconds and hopefully we will be back into things in a few seconds. Do apologise for the rehost back there, folks. There we are. Round 7. Bit of a interesting one there. I think it was just some weird glitches with the map operator bands. It doesn't let me redo it in the lobby. Then when we come into the game, it's all black screen. But point is, we're back to where we were. Flip side, we are on the attack now. I'm not a part of Supernova. Supernova are on the attack now.
Attackers need to locate.
First half went over. Of course, we did lose all those lovely statistics that we had going previously. Unfortunately, we'll have to use our brains and remember. Unfortunately, I really can't. So all I do know though is Circular Spheres had a very, 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 very good first half. Bappen, star player, of course, putting up some good numbers on the side of Supernova. Goofed as well, Goofed and Jake, Anna as well, having some really good half. But with 4-2, I'd say bog standard for Consulate. If we take back, of course, the meta has shifted slightly. It has been a whole new season ever since. But if we refer to the last time Consulate was played in Oceanic Siege, of course, being stage 2 of OCE, Consulate had a 35% attacker win rate, meaning, or 34.7 attacker win rate. So, on paper, it's about the expected half, 2/3, getting 2/3 if you're successful defense. So yeah, they got the on par, they got the expected. So we'll see how things fare. Now, of course, heading on Supernova's defensive half. Of course, first time we saw Circular Spheres' defense, it was a very aggressive, very fake bomb site strat. Didn't work out for them, unfortunately. So instead, not going to be doing that one this time. Not going to be, of course, Supernova. They're not going to be doing that. They're going to be playing a bit more properly, I think is the word to use there. That's a fun noise. I do not know what that was. God. Being scared out of hell of the game. Circular Spheres made their way in through admin. Kenneth able to actually get his way upstairs. All the way through admin as the remainder of the team sort of pushes through Visa. Likely going to be Miss Malusi here. Josh, first point of contact. Going to have to try and clear out everyone. Box. Going to be trying to catch any supporting players. Of course, you've not just got that initial player there. You've got 2 in the west corridor. Make it 1 in the west corridor. Pinku falls. The Box. And, well, Box is going to fall to Josh elsewhere. Make that another one falling as well. Bappen able to get one onto net. Suddenly, well, Circular Spheres find themselves numbers disadvantage. 3 versus 4. Half the round gone a little over now. Most of the players of Supernova seeming like they are going to be making their way back towards the objective shortly. But Josh and Bappen, they want to hang around for a little bit more. They want to see if they can get any more. They know there's the player upstairs. They know Jake Henner's upstairs. They've seen him on the camera. But Goof, he knows where Josh is, taking him down straight out of the lobby, making his way through the east corridor now. Trying to... Oh, pushing through down Spiral Staircase. Jake Henner's there as well. Physics on the drone, taking a look around, see if he can spot anything. Well, Henner, here comes down the Spiral Staircase. Supernova in hand. This thing does hit hard, but you need to be close to deal with it. Pushing for an horizontal for the side of Circular Spheres. 30 seconds though left. Things are going to start to get a bit close and dicey. Not to mention Bappen. Made his way back upstairs. Do they know? Just sees the head of Goof, or so I thought. I think they have the idea about each other. Oh no, but Goof definitely knows, and well, Bappen now knows as well. But here's the issue. Here comes the time. 15 seconds on the clock. You've got to push in now. President's going to be holding tight with his shotgun. He's going to be flashed, totally blinded out, unable to make any success. All Quixie needs to do is hide and try and get the player. Wait, knows where the kit's going down. Could just swing this, but no, goes for the player standing up instead of the one on the plant, and just narrowly, ever so narrowly, it's going to be Circular Spheres walking away with that one. Circular Spheres. 5-2 now, 1 round away from match point. And just as a bit of an update on the bracket there, thank you very much. Am I saying that right? I really hope I'm saying it right. Thank you very much. Of course, this will be 4 minutes behind, so you sent it a couple minutes ago when I'm saying this. But yes, thanks for the reminder. Update on the bracket. The other quarterfinal game going through at the minute was 5 Sharp versus 6 Targets. That one was concluded 7-2 in the favour of 6 Targets. So 6 Targets will be facing the winner of this match tomorrow. In another best of 1, I believe it is still. At which point, if you win that semi-final best of 1, you are in the Oceanic playoffs. So you were actually, so these teams are actually theoretically only one map after this away from actually winning, earning their spot in Oceanic playoffs. If you make the grand final tomorrow, you're in playoffs. If you make, and additionally on top of that, if you do end up making if you do end up losing the semi-final, it's okay. You've got one more shot at it. You get to play the 3rd place matchup. This week we'll decide the final spot of the team going towards the Oceanic. It'll be a tough ask either way. So of course, that is all for the excitement to come tomorrow for Circular Spheres. They're trying similar little things, and of course, for both these two teams, both Circular Spheres and Supernova, it's going to be a question of really one game at a time, but just slowly going through things. And speaking of one at a time, Josh takes Drake out of the lobby. Beautiful, beautiful shot. Barely saw the man myself, and he's able to walk away with a freebie. Uncontested open engagement there. Drake kind of trying to sneak through the basement, not able to be successful doing so. Supernova get themselves opening advantage. Now left the box to pick up the pieces box, and they're playing relatively close towards each other, so definitely potential for a trade there. Were something to happen, but I don't think Supernova are going to give them anything. You can see there, all bar Josh, who's managed to get his way now down towards construction. Going to be going for a larger flank here. Beautiful shot from Bappen onto box, taken out of the lobby.
Tracker on the prowl.
Wow.
Target acquired.
Here comes Bappen, almost losing his life from below, but Circular Spheres, they're left 3 versus 5 here, and it's a bit all over the place for him. You've got 2 players outside the building at the minute. The only one in at the minute is Nep, who's currently fighting his way up the yellow stairs. Will likely be met with one Super. Who's just been able to get into the objective, but is immediately going to be taken back out of it and the map by Bappen. Resident is able to get one onto Nep, and suddenly it's a 1 versus 5, 1 versus 4, but no more than that. Josh closes it out. Supernova get themselves around on the board, get themselves a successful defense. And I think a much, much needed one there. Keep themselves fighting and alive in that game. Different 6 targets from stage 2. Oh, we've had roster changes. I mean, one thing I know about OCE is I see a lot of memes about it, is very much this idea of, hey guys, we've got a really, really good roster that almost made the top 2. Let's go and change it. I've heard that meme. I don't know the truth to it. I've got to be honest. I need to follow OCE more. That's all I'll say on that matter. I do love this region. I love watching it first thing on a Monday morning for me in the UK. Very entertaining region to watch. Very. It's fun. There's vibe. There's chill. You know. Nice. Nice way to start Friday morning, and a better way to wake up to it. And a bit of siege, of course, for I believe most people watching this are. I don't believe there's too many people from Europe watching it, only because most sane people that don't volunteer to cast at silly o'clock in the morning, they're still in bed. So I think most of the people here are from Australia, or OCE in general, so hi. Hello to everyone. You're all enjoying the match. Much closer than our last one, and much closer than these two teams have faced so far today. Supernova, of course, 7-0 first game. Circular Spheres 7-1 first game. So, really, Despite having 2 rounds sort of between them still at this point, Circular Spheres being very much, I think, I think I'd still bet on them at this point to prevail here and come out and top this matchup. They're still, Supernova are still putting up a hell of a fight, and it's their defensive half, and I think, a bit of wobbles on the first one, I still think they could definitely pull this back. We could be looking at a bit of overtime here. But that is a little bit away. And I think the issue last round for Circular is really this sending one player in on their own and not being able to trade. It happened twice over the course of the round where Supernova were able to just get an early pick. It was mainly off the back of Josh doing that, getting an early pick, and then suddenly, bam, shut out of the round really from there. 3 versus 5, and it's very difficult to win from that position. Nep has swapped onto the Nomad to try and stop these flanks, which has been a really defining factor of this game so far, these sort of flanks and being able to get these isolated players on their own. And isolated Josh may be at the minute. Only player of Supernova to be playing downstairs towards the objective. Of course, Circular's not going to be pushing the objective until they've really got that top floor cleared, but certainly Josh could be isolated. It'd be very hard to trade him off there. Upstairs, Jakeda's making his way through. You can see there down in the bottom of your screen where a little white bar is, just down there. He's there. He's making his way through the top floor now, slowly progressing towards the players playing in console. A bit slow pace. It's going to be a bit of a pinch move. You can see here, Goof has made his way onto the yellow stairs. They're going to try and pinch the players inside on this top floor here. You can see you've got 3 players upstairs from Supernova, and that's exactly what's going to start to happen. Goof, double kill. It's continuing to tear through this top floor, and 3 of the players that are up there now reduced to 1. Second one is supporting. Bappen's made his way back up the spiral stairs. Going to be supporting, but will he be caught out? Going to see one position. He's going to be given away. President, Bappen, both SMGs 11s in hand, but Bappen is cautious of this other one playing admin. I mean, that's a very wise thing to be. Tucked behind the secretary desk, Goof isn't going to be aware of Bappen, and Bappen's going to get the kill. 4 versus 3. 2 players of Supernova left upstairs, and it seems like we might just be seeing a bit of a direct push here in towards site, but it's not going to be successful. You've got to be able to watch these vertical angles. Now you've got this issue of, well, pressure from above, the players on the site attacking you directly, and suddenly numbers advantage for Circular Spheres gets fripped, and time yet again, 15 seconds on the clock. You've got to go fast, Circular Spheres, but looking the wrong way, but Drake's able to catch it, but 4 seconds left on the clock. Are they really going to be able to get away with this one? All Soap and even able to do is hold their ground. Drop shot from Josh, and no more needed. Supernova get themselves a 9th round, or get themselves the 9th round, sorry. And time expires, giving Supernova the win. 5 versus 4. Game is heating up. Game is getting close now, but it's going to be the tertiary bomb site choice for Supernova, which interestingly is the first one they played. The first one they did play on their defensive half, both teams as well, was they played garage site. And both times it was played first, it was never successful for the defensive side. Circular Spheres were unable to make a successful basement happen. First time they defended it, and Supernova were also unsuccessful on their first defense of a basement bomb site. So we'll see how. But keep in mind, if you flash back to that moment, how close it was a case of a player almost firing on the player with the diffuser, but just obviously seeing the wrong person and firing onto the wrong one. Dropping the man with the gun, not the man with the diffuser. Oh, that round was maybe a couple centimetres away from going to the side of Supernova, and well, we've been looking at a very different scoreline right now. It has been a very, very good half for Supernova thus far. Really, I'd say in the driving seat for these defenses. Of course, they've had 2 victories as well as that first round, which was, that was incredibly close, that first round. So I don't think you can quite count them out of this. But this is certainly going to be Circular Spheres' best chance, and they're bringing something different. I saw him banned out in the prior game. It was the Montaigne. Finally being brought here, Drakenna. Baz. In terms of Rome for Supernova, you've got 3 of them. You've got Pinku, Josh, and Bappen. All having a wander about upstairs. Seeing if they can catch anything. Will they be able to? We'll have to wait and see. Drone's, of course, going to be the first point of action. Try and find these players. Spot them out in physics. Well, he's going to do just that. Spots the player of Josh tucked away in the corner. But the issue is you've got these mirror windows littered across the top side here. You've got one on the way into the entryway, and so much as we say that Mirror window is taking down the Ash. Perfect counter for Mirror. And of course, Mirror being one that's bought quite a lot here. E1D is going to be going through, and so is here comes the Montaigne, getting himself closer and closer towards the objective. Just applying that constant pressure. I mean, difficult Supernova to be able to clear him out. Of course, those shields have been nerfed recently. Do keep in mind that. So obviously, you will have this scenario where the shields are going to be a bit weaker than they are typically used to seeing. And I believe that was an exothermic on the front I just heard go off. So that, I believe it's a bit of a bait play from Circus Viz there, if I'm reading that right. Put the exothermic on the front, then go around and attack server side. Players of Supernova are split. They're not sure which way to watch. I mean, sooner or later they'll read on to the fact that there is no one backside, but doesn't matter for now. It's going to be a C4. Be able to get on 2 for Quixie, just like that, and now stared down with a Montaigne. Not going to be able to take the gunfight and win it just yet. Instead, going to have to back off. But suddenly, for Circular Spheres, you've lost your Ash, you've lost your Frag, you've lost your Glaz, and you've lost your Thermite and your Lion. Now it's just Montaigne left 1 versus 4. There is one down. We'll be able to confirm the kill onto them, but if you don't give the Montaigne individual 1v1s, Supernova, maybe he's not going to be able to get away with this one. That's it. You've got to swing them both at the same rough time, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Pinku's going to go round through the rotate. Well, Bappen keeps him busy on the long angle, and that is how you play against the shields. That's how you shut them down. Get through the sides, and Supernova time things up 5-5. And this now, I think everyone loves this round in this game. This is one of our favourite rounds. Reason being for that is, of course, whoever wins this goes on to match point. And keep in mind, this is a single elimination best of 1. If you lose this game, that is your chance for this weekend done and dusted. You have very little room for error here in the open qualifiers. Of course, you do have your shot here next weekend, next Friday, I believe it is as well. You do have your shot then. However, you're not always going to be able to guarantee that one. You know, you ideally want to be closing out sooner or later, because if you win this, I believe you don't play next weekend at all. You'll just you'll be seeded into the second qualifier, the host qualifier, sorry, based on your seeding performance here. So, of course, from the side of Supernova or Circular Spheres, they're both tier 1. As I say, both OC League teams. Realistically, I think the expectation is both these teams will be making the Oceanic qualifier. But unfortunately for them, this is a very heavy T1 side of the bracket. You look towards whoever wins this is going to have to go against 6 targets. You look to the other side of the bracket. You have Antic and Man LFO, who I believe rosters have merged from the sounds of that Antic X-Man name. And you have Chiefs on the other side. So obviously those 2 teams are really strong looking at it. Your expectation that most of these Oceanic League T1 teams will be the ones qualifying through into the Oceanic playoffs. But of course, the sooner you can do it, the better. Well, soon? Do they know Bappen's behind reception desk? No, they do not. He's able to get one just like that. Might even be able to get a second for his trouble, and yes, he will. 2 beautiful headshots. Circular Spheres being cut down at the front door. Not even able to get their feet in the map. And left in a 3 versus 5. Supernova looking primed and ready to take this on to match point. And Circular Spheres, it seems to be the inverse of the problem that Supernova had. Supernova on their attacks was struggling sort of late round, getting the last hurdle over the line, that 3 versus 3, 3 versus 2 situation, whatever it was at the end of the game. That's where they struggled. Circular Spheres, it seems to be the opposite. A lot of early engagements seem to go the way of Supernova, and it's very difficult to recover around for that from that position. Now, you do still have a lot of execute utility in pocket. Of course, you've got all 4 of those Talon hides. You've got the 4 ROU projectors, and well, Dracanis not going to need that. He's just going to use the soft 9mm. Tear through the life. Josh. Get one there. Ikeda really doing a lot of heavy frag work for Circular Spheres this half. Keep in mind, Console is still the top floor. This is where.
Loading new magazine!
I'm in. There goes Quixie. Not able to get physics, but he's able to bring down to HP. Someone, C4's going to get caught on the pillar. Instead, going to just opt to shoot it out. And here comes the recently reworked ROU projectors. They're going to use this as likely as a bridge. Push through, but you have to be careful. You can also drop those at the press of a button now. Even Barricade's going to go. And here comes the spray. Straight into the eyes of the ROU projector. Quixie is good for 1. Physics is going to drop. And he's actually technically good for 2. I think he's going to confirm off the kill. 1 versus 4 now left. Goof's not going to be able to make it happen, and it's going to be Supernova. Push themselves on to match point from a 4-2 deficit. They're able to bring themselves back into this match. keep themselves in this first open qualifier in OCE and get themselves a single shot at taking this match in regulation. Of course, when you look at the timeline here, you can see if Circular Spheres want to win this, it has to go to overtime. You have no choice. If you're Supernova, you have one chance to win this here and now, which of course is a massive benefit for them. And I believe it also will be Supernova who get the favour of objective, defensive side, sorry, on overtime. So do keep that in mind. Supernova will be having what so far has proven to be the favoured side in overtime. They're going to get 2 shots at that, whereas Circular Spheres are only going to be able to get 1. Circular Spheres, they're not going to. No timeouts needed at the minute. I think they know what needs to be done. I think it's, it's fairly, I think it's easy enough to read. It's these early engagements are going a bit awry. One player from Supernova goes unchecked. He gets 1 or 2 kills, and then suddenly it sort of all tumbles, the castle sort of crumbles from there. So I think they know that's what needs to be fixed.
5 seconds left.
Obviously, the question is, can they fix it? So far, the answer has been no. 4 defensive rounds consecutively. Supernova now in prime to take this one. But Circular Spheres, they've got another chance at this. They get 1 more shot. Try and close this one out. Get us into overtime. And what a close punch it has been. I believe someone actually did say 5-7 prediction. I'm not. Hold on, let me rewind chat slightly. I did actually say the 5-7 prediction towards the start of this. Let's have a look. Let's rewind. Very much rewind. Oh yeah, Circle Sphere said someone said Circular Spheres with 7-4. Sorry, my bad. That is not quite. Well, no. That's bad, but you certainly did get the troll rounds right. There was certainly that first troll round from Circular Spheres where they're just trolling. It's become a staple for them at this point. It makes it entertaining to watch, and as an observer, faster, I can appreciate that. It's always fun. Sure, you want a close competitive game, but also you want to have fun. It's in the name. It's a game. This is a game. You want to have some fun with it. And we had some fun, and now we're getting a really, really good game of Siege in our hands. Nice close game. And so if we do end up in that overtime point, it really will be characterised by who is able to not make the same mistakes that they did on their attack. Well, of course, as is always, border side, Circular Spheres, they're going to have to start by trying to clear out these top 4 places. Mirror windows are going to be causing problems. I'm not sure if that Ash charge actually was able to get the first one. Yes, it was. It did burrow in and take it down. Bugs. Popping in to break now. Increasing amounts of pressure here on these top floor players. Wixie thinking of maybe going for a run out. Don't know if he will or not. Long strong Bappen as well. Coming in, and you can see 2 players. Who's just getting close? Do they know how close he is? No, they do not. But it's going to be Quixie with a double. Tinku with one of his own. Make it a triple. Bappen. And just like that, it's a flawless round for Supernova. Circular Spheres, his final attack, not going to be successful. And Supernova, well, a comeback victory, I'd say, from them. 7-5. It was looking ever so promising for Circular Spheres in the first half, but just struggling to get the attacks over the line. We saw it in the regular Oceanic stage. Circular Spheres struggled to get it over the line against Supernova. Supernova did indeed have their number. And, well, history seems to have repeated itself here, unfortunately. And Circular Spheres will fall just short on Consulate. And unfortunately, that will be the game with it. And that will definitely, 100% the reals this time, be all of tonight's games. I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to double check ever so quickly. Let's have a look here. Yep, correct. Right, round of 8. Semi-finals are tomorrow. Grand final and third place decider is tomorrow. Let me just check. So, the grand final, the semi-finals tomorrow. They will start, I believe, in 6 a.m. 6 a.m. in AEST, I believe is the Australian time zone. So 6 a.m. tomorrow is 8 p.m. Australian Standard Time. That will be tomorrow when the games get underway. No, that's the other way around. 6 p.m. GMT. No, that's not correction. My bad. Right, okay. It is 4 p.m. I should have checked before. It is 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, AEST. 4 p.m. tomorrow. You can check it on challenge mode, !bracket. You can check it on there. And that will be your games for the day. That will be where you are hitting it through, and that will be the semi-finals as well as the grand final and the third place qualifier. I believe with how things are working, I will be continuing to follow this bottom side of the bracket. Dianic, I believe she said she was cast as well tomorrow. But no one else hops in. Will be following the top half of the bracket, which as things stand, it will be Antic X-Man versus the winner of Chiefs versus the Requirements. Whoever wins that, whoever's Chiefs Requirements game, going up against Antic versus X-Man tomorrow. You can find that on twitch.tv/Dianic. That will be around 4 p.m. tomorrow, 4 p.m. GMT. No, 6 a.m. GMT, 4 p.m. AEST. And then on my stream over here, I will be having Supernova versus 6 targets. That will be our semi-final game. And then we haven't decided, I don't think yet. I think it depends who turns up tomorrow, who will be cast in the grand final, who will be cast in the best of the third place decider. Who will be decided no, so obviously we'll keep you updated with all of that tomorrow. Of course, to be updated, kept updated with all this, please do go and follow my !mark socials, as well as obviously Drag as well. She'll be putting on there what she's casting as well. In terms of course, if you do !mark Discord, it will take you to the Blast Discord server where community casters are put in, so if there's extra casters tomorrow, you'll be notified about them as well. All of that lovely stuff, as well as obviously all the details for the rest of the qualifiers. Because keep in mind, even if you've not played this weekend, you still have an opportunity to compete and fight for a spot at Six Invitational in Boston in February. You can join the Open Qualifiers, which will be next Friday. Second set of Open Qualifiers, where the top 4 teams from that will be moving on to the Oceanic Qualifiers. And then finally, the winner of those will be moving on to the APAC LAN in Singapore against the winner of Japan, Asia, and Korea. Where at which point, I will be... So that will be all for me today, I believe. I do not believe there is any more over there. So I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. GG's, congratulations to Supernova, commiserations to Circular Spheres. Up a really good game so far for the start of this week. However, unfortunately not enough to get it over the line versus Supernova. Come back tomorrow morning, evening, depending on where you are in the world, for 6 targets versus Supernova R6. That is bound to be a banger of a game. In fact, why don't we talk about that very, very quickly. All right, now, so Supernova, 6 targets. Oh, 6. Where have I heard the name 6 targets for? They're not in host. Are they in stage 1 of host? And I'm just going... I've heard the name 6 targets. Yeah, 6 targets, stage 1 of host. It must have not qualified for stage 2 then. I do apologise. As I say, my host knowledge is already a bit wobbly, and it is still very early in the morning. I still really want breakfast and food, etc. But GG's and all. Thank you all very, very much for watching, and I will have reels this time. I will be back tomorrow. See how things fare. So, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and, well, we'll be back tomorrow for our second lot of matches. Our finals, of course, please do go and watch Dianic. Please do go and watch Dianic stream. She will, of course, be streaming the Chiefs. The Chiefs match, that is against remember, Chiefs versus the Requirements. That is currently what is being streamed over on twitch.tv/Dianic. So please do go and give her a watch. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, wherever you are in the world, and we'll catch you all bright and early tomorrow morning for some more amazing Oceanic Siege. Take care. Bye-bye.